Whew. Hey everybody. There is a full-on blizzard going on outside my window right now. And apparently it's kind of covering all of the United States, so chances are a lot of you guys that are watching this are getting snow also, or have snow on the ground. So I am curled up in a blanket in my room right now, and I thought this game would be perfect to record while it's snowing. Now, I don't really know much about this game. I know it's a little bit older. I think it takes place in Canada in 1970, and I'm playing as a detective of some sort. So I thought that would be kind of a cool concept. And also, like I said, while it's a blizzard outside, why not play this game where I'm playing as a detective fighting through the blizzards in northern Canada in the 70s. I thought it sounded cool, so I'm not quite sure what to expect, but I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. Yeah, look at the old car. Northern Quebec, October 1970.
Carl Faubert sought information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been. The client pays, Carl gets it done. They had set up to meet at the general store, his client's business. Well, actually, the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
I love this so much. I've always loved detective TV shows and detective novels. I've read almost every Sherlock Holmes book out there.
When the roads were bad, muddy, or snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
Okay. Hello? Is there anyone in here? Interesting.
Hamilton never mentioned a road-blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it. Still not a soul in sight. There was no point in waiting any longer. Carl had to figure this one out by himself.
I like the narration, actually. It's kind of cool. It does feel like you're reading an older detective novel. So it said I need something to break the chain. I'm looking for bolt cutters or something. What the heck? It's kind of cool. So I'm not sure how long of a playthrough this is. I looked something up and it said somewhere around 5 hours. Now that's too long for an episode for me, so I'm probably just gonna... Oh, what the... Hello? Am I falling? There we go. So I'm probably just going to play maybe for an hour or so, and then call it episode 1 there. And then I guess I'll just do it as a series. But I'm already liking the style. It's kind of a cool graphic style. Alright, I've got bolt cutters. Let's go cut this chain.
The cutters made quick work of the chain. What better way to investigate vandals than to get into their shoes, Carl, the professional vandal, thought, reveling in the irony of the situation. Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business. William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here. The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people. Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, Only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god. I was trying to keep quiet just to hear the explanation of what I was investigating. A few hours later. I'm liking this already. It kind of has that Firewatch feel to it.
Carl needed to get out of there.
Wait.
The cold and the pain
I have a
required
heat
urgent care.
meter? Oh no. Well, I was unconscious for hours? That's not normal. I was just sitting there unconscious for hours. I've got some serious brain damage. Well, that's a cool intro immediately. So I've been driving for hours in the back roads, trying to get to a place to investigate. Let me go check on this guy. And now I'm stranded. The bridge is shut down also.
The driver had taken off. It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help.
Photo of Isabella, is that what that said? Ooh, first aid, yes. Can I take any of that? No luggage? Okay.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
A pretty long time, Carl. You're stranded. Let me try and get out of the wind a little and see if I can use any of this. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to mispronounce a lot of words, by the way. A lot of this is going to be French names, and so get ready for me to just mispronounce everything and probably occasionally use a really annoying, bad French accent. Okay, so I'm out of the wind. Turn on. Oh, yes.
Even better than he had hoped. Carl Faubert had succeeded once more and was now on his way to new adventures.
How do I access inventory? Hold on one second. Oh, equipment? No. Inventory? No. Consumable? First aid. There we go. Alright, I'm healing myself. So, I was saying this kind of reminded me of Firewatch. It's more story-driven. I don't play a lot of games like that. Ooh, what do I need? I need wood. Can I break anything down? I don't play a ton of story-driven games, but this feels a lot like Firewatch, kind of in that secluded setting, but maybe also like The Long Dark. I mean, the graphics look a bit more like The Long Dark. Can I break anything for wood? I have matches and I have fire starter, but I don't have wood. So I think this is semi-open... Oh, there's wood right here. Can I take more? I think this is semi-open world with a story-driven narrative, so I can kind of explore and discover... Oh, God. And discover the story at my own speed. Although I will say I hope it gives me objectives at some point, because I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing or where I'm going. Getting my temperature back up now. Is there a way I can see all of that? Yes, right there. Okay. What is... Is that a brain? Is that my thinking power? What is that? I've got health, I put temperature. I don't know what that is.
Carl, ever diligent in his work, always carried his log on him, in which he scribbled down thoughts and leads alike during the course of his investigations.
Interesting. So I can keep checking this. Very cool. Now, what do I need to do? Is there anything... I guess I'm supposed to go to the general store, right? That's where he said he was waiting on me. Where is that? So my car's there, and I crashed here. The general store's up there. How am I supposed to get all the way up there in the cold? Huh. I got chains. I assume that's for like a tire, but I don't know what I would really do with that because my car's busted. Alright, well I don't want to stay here much longer. I'm gonna get going. Alright, which way? Can I see myself move on the map? I can. So I need to get up on the road and go up that way. I'm gonna go meet my client at the general store, but I've got to go can't put chains on my tires, right? Like, it's just busted. Wait, it's still running. Lay chains. I thought it was totally busted. It's been running this whole... It said hours later. Come on. Oh my god. Thank god I didn't just start walking. I was already just settled that I was going to walk because I thought I was busted. Okay, let's go find the general store. And hopefully a doctor, because I definitely have some brain damage. Here we are.
Spread out on a few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes, the Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry.
Oh, wasn't looking where I was going.
The truck was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
Come on, come on, come on, turn! Oh god, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Did I just run out of gas, or am I just... Oh, I'm just pulling in, okay. Dude, turn the car off. You're gonna fuel it while it's running?
Wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store.
You're gonna leave it running? Okay. Interesting. What's this? Oh,
Something fell to the bottom of the box.
Are you gonna really be all that suspicious about it? I opened up the mailbox and it said something fell to the...
Carl had no trouble recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out.
Yeah, no shit.
But
What?
only a detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close. That the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized.
What the hell, William? Now this looks really bad for me. Hold on, I just walked in. There's a dead body in front of me and I'm taking pictures of it. This looks bad. Is this gonna turn on me? This looks bad. I don't want to turn the power off. The garage? Oh god, okay, wolves.
Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something from his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears?
That's not helpful, Carl. God, okay, that's bad. That looks really bad on me. That's like, I now have pictures of a dead body and nowhere to report it. This is the 70s, by the way. It's not like I can just whip out a cell phone. Not quite sure what I'm looking for here. Hold on. Garbage? Ooh, yummy. Okay, I don't have the garage key. I really want to turn off... Break that, so I can have an easier access. I really want to turn off my truck. It's bothering me that I'm leaving it running.
Carl's long-standing and faithful ally has seen his share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away.
Always. The place is a mess. This is cool. I'm trying not to step on you, William, buddy. What is this?
What could be inside that envelope? Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
Hmm? Okay, interesting.
Carl felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization. If Hamilton was dead, then who was going to pay him?
Yeah, well, that's a fair question, I guess. Yeah, too many what? What are these? Can't even read it. More fire starters. I'm sure that's going to be very helpful
Jumping
here.
from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already. A nice picture of the Magasin Lachance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten. Amateur hunters showing some pride at having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought.
Cash register instructions. To open the cash register, punch the price, 2 numbers minimum, press sale, then the crank 2 times. Punch the machine if it doesn't work. Got it. Do I need to turn off the power? I feel like I shouldn't do that.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
Okay. Thought I just got shot at. Let's turn that off to be safe. What does this
The
say?
note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Oh. If I want power in the garage, I've got to turn off the power here. What was the explosion? Was it my car? My car seems fine. It's just the power went out, but the generator, I can't mess with it. What is going on here? Alright, I'll mess with the power after this, I guess. Oh, I can't see anything. Looking for keys. And duct tape. And matches.
According to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
Weird. Why would they all owe money to the... Oh, what's this? Garage key. Okay, I can get in there now. Alright, it's gonna be... $12. The crank, alright. Look at that. Oh, keys, yes. What do I have? The post key. I can check what fell. I don't know why the power's... There's so much smoke back here, too. I can't see anything. I am confused. What am I supposed to do now? I guess I'm gonna go check the garage. Because the generator... I can't do anything to the generator. What is that? There are a lot of wolf tracks? I'm not following the wolf tracks all the way. Why are there more crystals? What the hell is going on? Hello? Can't even fit in here. Alright, check the garage. What is up with the crystals? Also, what actually exploded and put out my power? Do I have a flashlight? Yes, I do. There we go. So I'm gonna start carrying too much stuff at some point. What do I even need out of this? Would I be able to pull my car in here and fix it? I don't think there's really any benefit to checking through here. Alright, postbox, postbox.
Whoa, the murder weapon. What was that doing there, Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
Okay, so the key was to the thing I found in that car. I don't know if maybe that was the the killer then, trying to escape, and he crashed. I don't know where else to go. Except, I guess I got some addresses I can check out. Alright, I'm almost done here. Let me just switch on the gas.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone. Carl knew that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see.
Okay, I think that's on. I don't know. It won't let me do anything. Let's see if I can pump some gas and get out of here.
A radiator without power is as good as a wood stove without logs. The pumps wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store.
I know they have to be switched on from inside the store, but they're not doing anything. Wait, I just switched on the power now. Now do I hit this? No. So I need power to do the fuel pumps, but how do I fix the power? Wait. Oh my god. I didn't have the equipment for it before. That was the problem. Okay, now. Power should be... Wait, no. Generator. No? Is that not it? I'm not an electrician. I'm a detective. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Oh. Great. On. On usually helps with that. Huh? Is it on now? Do I have power now? I do. Okay, there we go. Now I have power, and now I can turn the pump on. There we go. That took me too long. I cut most of that out, I swear. Okay, let's fill up with gas. That moved. Let's get out of here. Again, why are you filling it while it's running, dude? Carl. Okay, so let's just go over this again. I found a dead body. I touched the dead body by covering it up. I took pictures of the dead body. And I have the murder weapon on me. If I somehow...
Carl knew straight away
got
where to
caught
find
with
the
this?
infuriated Gilles Lachance. Any good investigation would have to start there.
Where am I going? He says Carl knew straight away. I don't know straight away, so I'm gonna check the map. Do I know where I'm going? Looks like there are houses up to the left. So I guess maybe up there? What is that? What is like the brain emblem? What is that even for? Oh, this does not feel safe whatsoever. Okay. Okay, we're good. Oh. What is this? Just gonna park here. I really wish he'd turn his car off. I don't know exactly what I'm doing here. Ooh, I found a doctor. I immediately checked for a key.
There should be a law forbidding doctors from falling sick.
The doctor there is sick. Okay. So he had to leave.
Finding a locked door in the country is not that big of a deal. Carl knew a key had to be hidden nearby.
I could definitely see how this game will take a while because it's not exactly objective based. Like, it doesn't actually tell me where to go. I kind of just learn the secret and I've got to find it myself. Or I learn the mystery and I've got to solve it myself. Where would the doctor hide a key with the mailbox? There it is. All right.
In spite of Dr. Beaupre's goodwill, the place didn't look much like a physician's office. It could easily be mistaken for a sewing shop. Carl got the trembles as he imagined the excruciating pain that kind of scalpel could no doubt inflict. Within these miserable walls, patients probably felt more like in a slaughterhouse than in a doctor's office. A communist manifesto. Only a few years ago, this type of allegiance meant prison time. And even at present, the Western world was very wary of the Soviet threat. Why would the doctor own such a book? Doctors used light-reflecting frontal mirrors to look inside the patient's cavities. That was a bit unsettling. But back then, it was pretty much always the case with medicine.
Unknown woman. I never did quite catch her name. The men called her Lori. She had a neck wound. There was so much blood. The bullet had done a lot of damage, probably hitting the cerebellum. It was hopeless. She had a cardiac arrest. The men had found her like this, they said. I doubt it, but in a small town like this, it's usually best to turn a blind eye. I've been told to step back from sending out the death certificate. The whole thing sickens me.
There was no doubt that the doctor and Hamilton knew each other very well.
So I'm just going through all of these. There are a bunch of records, but it said Hamilton was...
The good doctor, flanked by his beautiful spouse.
Huh?
Pure happiness, captured on cardstock.
Isn't that...
Carl recognized this woman's soulful eyes.
Yeah, me
was
too.
it Dr. Beaupre who had hit him head-on at the village border?
Yeah, that's the picture I found in the car.
Nobody kills a rich patient to start a revolution. It didn't make any sense. He had to dig deeper still to understand. Luckily, that was Carl Faubert's specialty.
Yeah, that's the woman I found a picture of in the car that hit me. So why would the person that hit me have a picture of the doctor's wife if it wasn't the doctor? What do I have? Let's look at the journal. So I find... It doesn't show... Is it in documents? Where did I find that? Yeah, Isabella. There we go. Yeah, that's her. Alright, so whoever hit me had a picture of the doctor's wife. And he says it wouldn't make any sense for the doctor to do it, which I agree with as of now. He did joke and say he was going to cure the rich guy of being rich, but what if it's Isabella herself? You know, some sort of affair situation where he was gonna reveal it. Oh god. Do I have a flash on this thing? I hope I do. No? I don't want to keep that picture because it's terrible. How do I throw it away? There's only an option to keep it? Okay, I'll keep it, but that's a bad picture. Oh, I don't have a bottle. This is getting interesting already. More matches. I'm gonna have to dump some stuff or put some... Oh, you know what? I can put a bunch of wood in the back of my truck. The doors are just automatically closing. It's not haunted.
For the one-eyed, or for other vision problems, the eye patch was the way to go.
Attach wire? I need a magnet. What is that? Oh, it's not Isabella. Or Isabel? It's Isabel is what the name is. Well, now I feel bad for accusing a dead woman, but I didn't know she was dead. Did I say open? No, just inspect. Okay. I don't need to start a fire right now. I think... Yeah, I'm doing alright. It's not that cold in here. This is actually really in-depth. I'm liking this. I didn't expect it to be so in-depth, like how much I can find... My nightmare is a scale. I didn't expect to be able to search so much. Kind of put the clues together myself. I can't take the first aid kit. Do I need anything, or can I drop anything here? I have one first aid kit, I have some painkillers, and some cigarettes. What do cigarettes do? I should drop those. Oh, no. I should not. It puts up my brain power.
Carl, like many of his contemporaries, felt like he had more trouble breathing when he wasn't smoking. Cigarette was his own personal breathing assistant.
That's just not healthy or true, but it's 1970. Do what you want, man. All right, let's get out of here. Keep working. So I'm looking for the owner of the general store
Carl
currently.
felt like he knew the doctor now. His belongings had spoken lengths about him. But what Carl had heard worried him.
This is cool. I actually feel like I'm starting to get an understanding of the people that I'm investigating. But it's strange, there's not a single person here. Like he was saying about the wolves, how they usually stay away from populated areas. That's why they're here. It's not a populated area. There's no one around. It's kind of strange. I'm not sure if I'm going the right way. I'm just kind of exploring currently. What's this? This doesn't feel like a driveway. Is there? There's a house up here. Okay. I was reading the medical... I just kind of flipped through a lot of the medical files, but this guy is a very old person, is what I saw in the medical file. He's really old, and they said there's no medical explanation for why he's still alive. And the only cure for what he has would be to kill him, is what they... Oh, God! Okay, hey, I don't know how to say your name. Sir, can you... Don't shoot me? What you doing here, stranger? I just wanted to say hello. Is all. Oh. It made me put the gun away because he didn't want me to shoot him. Okay. Can I talk to you?
Je m'attendais pas à ce qu'un étrange retontisse par ici. Moi te dire, je prends plus de chance depuis que ça rôde dans ce bout-là. J'ai ma carabine au bout du doigt, et puis bang, 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 si ça s'approche.
Okay. That's good. No, that's good, buddy. I like the gun. Very, very old. What thing's been creeping around? You just said the thing's been creeping around?
Si tu veux du linge chaud, parce que t'es habillé comme un...
If you need warm clothes, city boy, I wouldn't say no to a bottle of caribou. Then you can pick whatever rag suit you... Rag suit you what? Caribou. I don't... Oh, it's alcohol. Okay. I don't have that. I do have a gun, though. No, I'm gonna put it away. Get a flashlight out. I'm just gonna snoop around.
Ah, la belle pétarade. En 17 que c'était. Et le Kaiser, il se souvient de moi avec ma belle carabine.
I was gonna say.
Que je lui disais bang, bang, bang. Le bon temps.
Okay, so this is a World War I vet. Very interesting.
Vois-tu le livre, là? C'est le Wendigo. Ouais, le Wendigo.
That's what he thinks?
Un guerrier qui devient un loup pour se venger de sa grosse peine. Et...
He thinks it's a Wendigo wandering around? Interesting. Kind of scary.
la belle rose de la tulipe, qui se donne au yard sur le mercredi des cendres. C'est-tu pas effrayant, cette histoire-là?
This guy is a little...
Hé, la Corriveau, Batèche, ça te passe l'envie de te marier, la Corriveau. Elle tuait tous ses maris, squick, les uns après les autres. Pas de pitié dans le mariage.
Yeah, living out here all by himself, going a little crazy. Shooting at anything that knocks on the door, or I guess opens his door. So he's not going to let me have his coat unless I give him alcohol, right?
Touche pas à ça, l'enfant, tu pourrais te faire mal. Touche pas à ça, l'enfant.
What do you mean I'll hurt myself? It's an empty toolbox, isn't it? Oh, is it the box? Is that a diaper?
Ben oui, une couche. Tu peux-tu tout faire en même temps, toi?
Okay. So I really want that nice fur coat he has on his counter
Dans
there.
mon temps, c'était comme sur l'image. On était vrais, fiers, forts, puis on avait le bon lieu de notre bord. Dans ton coin de pays, comme par ici, on n'a rien sans
Yeah.
Il est où, mon caribou?
I'll get you some caribou, whatever that is. But I gotta go find it, because I didn't find any of that anywhere. I would have seen it. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave you to it, sir. If I find any alcohol, I'll bring it back for you, because that coat looks nice and toasty. Just don't go shooting anybody, unless they deserve it, okay? Great. Bye. I dodged that bullet like Neo. Did you guys see that? I absolutely jumped out of the way of that shotgun. Let me dump some stuff. Can I dump some wood? Deposit all my wood and hardware that I don't need on me. I want to keep the empty bottle. Yeah, everything else I'll keep. Well, I'll dump the pliers because I'll probably just come back for those if I need them. All right. Carry on down the road. Let me check the map again quickly. Where am I now? So check the docks. Now the first house, there are 2 more houses, both on the left, it looks like. And then I will keep exploring. He said that Carl knew exactly where to go look for this guy, but I'm not exactly Carl, so I don't understand where I'm supposed to go.
There, Carl had fed his mind, but had forgotten the harsh reality that his body also needed nourishment, especially in the dead of winter.
Oh, I need food? Oh. How do I even see... There's no, like, hunger bar or anything. Okay, I'm gonna try and find some food at the next place I stop, I guess. What was that? What did I just see? Just stop. Just let me walk. Oh, I thought it was a wrecked car because of the broken fence here, but... More fire starter. I'm never gonna run into that. Oh, what's in here? Oh, I can jump? Sweet. Painkillers. More film. There are pants and stuff in there. Do I want any of that? No? Okay. Nothing else? What's this? Empty gas can, but still would be helpful. Maybe I'll swing by the general store and carry it with me. Can I see my gas gauge at all? Gas gauge. I can't. That's not a gas gauge. Okay, I don't see a gas gauge. Wait, yes I do. For just a second I saw it. I don't actually know how I saw that, but it's full. More crystals. Was I able to investigate those at all? The wolf tracks were all around them. Is this a Canadian thing I don't know about?
Carl was used to strange phenomena, but a chunk of ice like this?
That's ice?
As if an iceberg came out of the ground?
Ooh,
that was a first.
There are footprints in the snow on the picture. It's highlighted. It's like deer prints. Interesting.
Prints? Carl found a surprise at every turn. Was the camera faulty, or was there a possible lead?
Are you telling me you want me to follow the prints? Okay, 1 second. If this is nothing, I'm cutting it. I'll be right back. Alright, following prints that I don't actually see in real life. I only see my own prints, and I see wolf prints. But that's not what I'm looking at. Do I see more prints on this? I do. It's leading to this cave. I think they're just deer prints. I see cat. Oh god. Are we cool? Okay. Oh, what the hell?
The cold seemed to be more brutal here than anywhere else.
Oh, it's gonna kill me.
Bones,
oh god, it's gonna kill me.
Every breath.
Go, get
the heart until it stopped.
I'm almost dead. I'm almost dead. I have to go.
Carl
Oh
needed
no.
to be dressed in warm clothes to survive.
Please don't kill me. Oh god, I didn't realize it was gonna be freezing. I thought getting out of the wind would be better. Am I gonna die? No, Carl, go. You're fine, Carl. Don't you pass out, get in the truck.
cold turned into pain.
Yes, I know.
Carl needed to find someplace warm.
Okay, we're warm. Okay, temp's going up. Oh my god, I almost died. Okay, let's get going. I'm sure I've got the heat on in here. Looking for a house. This is a driveway, right? Yeah. Hey, Carl, stop passing out while driving. I thought we're good, right? We're still not great, but we're okay. What is this? House of the Patriot? I don't want to step out if I'm gonna freeze to death. Let's get in here and start a fire or something. Let me in. Anyone home? Hello?
The place looked more like
God,
a
it's empty.
pigsty than a house.
Yeah, I'm not worried about
A
that
heavy
right now.
stench of curdled milk, cheap alcohol, and boiled cauliflower filled the air.
I left the logs in the truck. Please don't freeze to death. Withdraw. Logs. Go. I'm in some stinky shack, apparently. It smells like cauliflower. Okay. Oh, there was logs right... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Wait. There's broken stuff. Hello?
The rag reeked of fermented vomit.
Ew.
Carl wondered how one could bear to live in such gross and horrid conditions.
Wait. Prepare caribou.
You had to be out of your mind to cook up white whiskey at home.
White whiskey.
The all-surrounding stench of alcohol alone was probably enough to gas a man to death.
Is white whiskey just moonshine? I've never heard of it called white whiskey before. Maybe that's what caribou is, but see, it says prepare caribou. You need a bottle, which I have, and something else that I don't know what I need. There's plenty of food here. Can I not eat any of it? It's got a shooting range out there. An empty gun rack.
Carl knew right away that the owner of this place wasn't a copper collector. No, this was a junkman's base of operations. The guy definitely seemed like quite the expert in scavenging scrap metal, with or without permission, surely. In the right hands, red metal could sell like hotcakes.
Caribou traditional recipe. White whiskey, which is too much, isn't a valid quantifier for that. And then I need to add sherry wine to make caribou. Okay. Interesting. So I need sherry wine. That's Led Zeppelin.
Rock music invaded the minds of men even in the remotest of places.
Hell yeah,
The
man.
man didn't own a turntable, though, so there's that going for him.
What? No, open. Open?
Back then, in Africa and elsewhere, people were ready to take up arms to stand against the yoke of English imperialism. In Montreal, mailboxes were blown up, abductions were carried out, and violent manifestos were distributed to media outlets. But around here, in the great northernmost, all a man could do is curse out loud against a faraway evil and pray for the revolution to arise. That man, by any reckoning, was from that very stock.
Huh. This is so cool. This is going to be a longer series for sure as I'm exploring this. It's also definitely a bit more of a laid-back series. I assume you've noticed. It's not super commentary filled. I'm not going to be talking over everything, but I am thoroughly engaged in this. I am so interested in what's going on in this town now. So I need sherry wine. Where would I even find sherry wine to add to that? An axe. Ooh.
An axe. Not too shabby. Carl felt he needed to protect himself.
Well, Carl also has a gun, so... Match. Who threw away matches? Beer bottle, not sherry wine. You think the old guy likes beer? Also? Damn, I'm still not gonna find wine here?
With a homemade shooting range such as this, it wasn't hard to imagine a stray bullet ending its course inside the flesh of an unsuspecting passerby.
Well, yeah, it is aimed
Granted, Carl
down by
thought
the road.
there wasn't much in the way of passersby around here.
Yeah, not a great setup for the range. That's it. Alright, let's go to the last house down this road. And that might do it for this episode, because it is getting a little long now.
If Carl had at any point wished to get his hands on some caribou, he couldn't have wished for better than a distillery like this one.
Are you telling me I'm not supposed to be leaving yet? There's no wine in there. I'm gonna go check the last house and I'll come back. That makes it's like giving me hints. Like, yeah, if you did want the caribou, you probably should go back in there. But I don't have the wine. It doesn't need to mix wine with the white whiskey. That sounds kind of gross, by the way, but I don't know what white whiskey is. Hold on, there's a big house up here. What is this? That's not a house. It's got a sign on it, doesn't it? Ooh. How do I get in here?
Sometimes, and especially around here, people are so possessive with their land as a dog is with hydrants.
Oh, a spark plug. Okay. Can I take the spark plug? Sweet. And oh god, wolf tracks. Although they haven't seemed to be, they haven't been aggressive towards me just yet. What is up with all the ice everywhere? Give me my bolt cutters. I'm coming in. Wait, can I open this? Oh, I can't drive in. Oh, this is the auto shop. Okay.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Until he can make some damn alcohol. That's how long.
The man seemed petrified in ice. What Carl saw terrified him, and he didn't know if it was the fear or the cold that was responsible for his hair standing on end all over his body.
What the hell?
The poor man, before being frozen solid, seemed to be defending the entrance to his cabin.
What
But from what?
is this? What is going... Am I seeing from the... I am so Is this a spaceship? What is it? Oh god. What is happening? What the hell? Am I still in the... Oh! He hid something up there. Oh god.
Something very important must have been in there for the man to take such time and effort to hide it. But Carl didn't know how to reach it.
How the hell did Carl even see any of that or know any of that? What is this? Spaceship.
The shape of this machine, almost straight out of Star Trek, was out of the ordinary to say the least.
Yeah, no
Felt
kidding.
like this thing could fly up into space at any moment.
Well, not really, but, I mean, it's cool.
The week of October 5th, thought Carl. That was this week. The plug should have been here by now.
Well, I have it. I have it in my pocket. So we're good on that. What is going on? What is this twist? Green milk for little green men? Why would you think that? Ew. Ew. What is that? Nuts? Green milk. What the hell? Am I freezing to death right now? Why do I keep going blurry like that? My stats are mostly fine. Unless I'm hungry. Too many orange juice bottles. That is, well, that's just like your opinion, man. I like orange juice. Steel traps. Handlebars that I took because, obviously.
The very first steps of man on the moon were made more than a year ago. The event had surely captivated the mechanic's mind for him to still keep this around.
What? I am so confused what's going on now. He was trying to defend his shop and froze to death? Alright, how do I get that down? Can I shoot it? When in doubt, shoot it. I can't aim. Okay, I guess you're only allowed to shoot at certain things. Unfortunately. Ooh, pliers, hardware, and it's not the spark plug? Because I have the spark plug. What else do I need? I only need one more thing for that? I mean, there's a hole in the roof up there. Could I, like, knock a bunch of snow into it?
To all appearances, Carl concluded, the owner of the place had moved more essentials from his house inside the garage. Peculiar man indeed.
Indeed. Can I get to the roof? I don't want to freeze to death, but yeah, there's a hole up there. Is there a ladder? I don't need wood. I hate doing all this without the code. I feel like maybe I could have found the caribou in there.
The milk was sorted by color, from the whitest to the greenest, or in other words, from the freshest to the sourest. Nice catio. They say it's supposed to soothe the soul. But with this powerful gale that seemingly never sleeps, it was far more likely to get on anyone's nerves. The man has a passion for intergalactic things. Back then, people were obviously scared of the Russian atomic bomb, but an invasion by extraterrestrials was a legit fear as well. Seems like the mechanic had made his choice.
All right, I'll be quick. Parts manual. Ooh. Is this what I needed? All that's left is install the parts, get the spark plug I've ordered, find the snowmobile's ignition key. I think it's on my bunch of keys, which should be on the generator powering my top secret workshop down south, in which I'm working on my equally top secret machine. Anyways, got to find that key. Now that I've siphoned off the snowmobile's gas to feed my truck, I'll have to refuel it if I'm to wander the snowbanks at some point. Okay. That's helpful.
Weird stuff. Kind of a crossing between a colander and a hairdryer. What was it for? To play telepath? To protect against nuclear waves? These scribblings were undoubtedly the mark of a tormented mind. Something wasn't right in the poor mechanic's head.
I got a hammer. Ow. Alright, I'm gonna run around back. Wait, keys? Alright, so I'm looking for a snowmobile. No. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a generator that is powering a shop, so I've got to go back around there too. I can't get over here? Looking for the generator that's powering a shop. It's got a bunch of keys on it. Headlight. There's the snowmobile.
By following the plan, Carl was led to believe that the snowmobile's parts had to be scattered about in the vicinity.
The snowmobile could be very helpful. There are the tracks. Handlebars? Wait, where did I find those before? Oh, I did find them in the garage. Tracks? I need a bench. Oh, I can get up here. Can I get to the other roof from here? No? I still think the way to get up there is to get... Oh, hold on. Build bridge? Huh? Okay. It's interesting work, but now I got it.
Carl had no idea how to interpret a message like that. On the surface, it seemed like he had one half too many of this puzzle. Enough to know he shouldn't take this testimony as gospel. The entire thing, being some punishment for a murder committed by Hamilton, seemed like an outlandish theory. Carl was doubtful.
Crazy thought. I saw something in the woods on the solemn day of October 6th, 1970. No man should ever see. The aliens are here. They are roaming in our woods. They will invade us from here down to sunny Mexico. They are massive, twice as tall as a man. They are half man, half caribou, half wolf. That's 3 halves. I'm sure the fact that I saw them means they broke their military code. They're after me. If you're reading this, it's too late. I've already been taken to the planet Elohim. I don't know how to say that. To be experimented upon in the lab. They are punishing me for not doing anything when I witnessed that murder yesterday. When I saw William Hamilton kill someone. Farewell. Wait, he saw William kill someone? Huh. So, obviously this guy's crazy, but... that... Oh, shit. Okay, I'm fine. But that old guy also said... that he saw... something wandering around the outside, remember? I need to find the bench, and I don't know if I need to fix up the spaceship, but, I mean... if there's a spaceship to be fixed up, I think you fix it up, right? I need to find the bench for the snowmobile, and then I need to put gas in it. So let me do this. Oh, it needs skis also. This just seems weirdly out of place. Oh, that's the bench. Oh, well, there you go. All right, benches and skis. Skis. Give me skis. Skis. Oh, ski. Do I need more than one?
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
I know, Carl. Let me warm up really quickly, and I'm gonna go put the last things on the snowmobile. There's a fire still going in here, right? Yeah. Nice and warm.
Carl deducted this was a map of the area. Were those pins pointing to places of interest?
Oh. There are pins on the map. Huh. Interesting. Is there anything else I missed? Yes, there are lots of things.
If some daring person could manage to get their hands on the missing parts, Carl was willing to bet that the craft would have taken flight.
That's not a good bet, Carl. This guy's crazy. Is this wine? Wait. It's not wine? Can I not? It is wine. Can I please take wine? Wine? Oh, what? I want... give me... whatever. Almost done. Skis. Boom. Bench. I have gas and a spark plug. I need a key, and he said it was the generator running his secret shop down south. Is that not this secret? I feel like this is the secret shop, right? That's just a gas tank. Is this not the secret shop? I mean, it seems like a secret shop with his secret machine, but also there's no generator. So which way's south? Secret project. It's marked on the map. It's this way. Down this way. Just don't freeze to death. Is that a wolf? We're gonna be cool, Mr. Wolf. You and I are out here together against some aliens, alright? So we're gonna be real swell. Get on out of here. I don't want to shoot you. You're pretty. You're majestic. Are you hunting something?
Carl never thought he would be dancing with the wolves.
I didn't want to have to do that. You got all twitchy on me. Alright, what's going on down here? What's pink? Do I see pink down there? What the heck am I looking at?
The blood and the shape of the hole in the ground left no room for doubt. Someone had been buried here. Someone whose life had been taken with blunt force. Where was the body now?
How do you know that?
Why had it been buried, only to be dug up later?
Why is this?
Carl felt as though he was shrouded in fog.
I need a crowbar? I don't have a crowbar. I haven't seen a crowbar. Why is this all pink? Wait, are you serious? I can't get in here? I haven't seen a crowbar anywhere. I just killed this wolf for no reason. Crowbar, crowbar, crowbar. Any just random crowbar sitting out here? Didn't think so. I guess I'm going back and looking for a crowbar because I can't finish up here until I go there, because that's where the generator with the keys are. Alright, what am I missing? I mean, I guess I'm missing a crowbar, which I would think would be in here. I need duct tape. Did I already used all my duct tape, didn't I? Where can I find duct tape? Why does it tell me what I need now? It didn't tell me before. Ooh, I found duct tape. Oh, that's what I need for the spaceship. I haven't found a crowbar yet, but I found duct tape. Okay. All right. Looks like we're going to space. Wait, is it moving? It's actually moving. Oh God!
Indisputable fact that machines like this entailed a level of intellectual finesse that Carl was lacking.
Well, yeah, but it just started floating. What did it do, by the way? Like, it just... I didn't just do that just to break it. It had to progress something, right? It just exploded just for nothing? Alright, I cannot close out this video until I figure out at least until I get into that secret base over there, that secret, like, workshop. So I'm gonna quickly go back and explore a few places. I know I'm missing something. I know that I kind of rushed through the garage back at the general store because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I'm gonna go check there. I'm gonna check back and see if I can get the caribou from that moonshine stand, and I will be right back if I make any progress. Okay, so I'm back in the general store. I kind of rushed through some of this because I didn't have power for a lot of it, but I mean, I have power now. What did I do? I moved the ladder and... Oh, I can climb now that I moved it? Why could I not climb when it was in the other position? Oh, is that what I think it is? Sherry wine. Okay, so I could have had sherry wine from the very beginning. Oh my God. I wouldn't have been freezing at the shop. Okay, so that's already one thing. I need a cherry wine. I need a crowbar, I think, is all that I need. Did I ever do that? Did I ever actually turn on power for the garage? I just walked in there with the flashlight, didn't I? I think I just walked in here with a flashlight instead of powering it on. I guess there's no light switch. There's no... Well, hold on, there's a light. Hey. Is that what I... Are you...
The crowbar was stuck under the lift.
Oh.
Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet.
Okay, so, hold on, it's on a car lift, though. Oh my God. Are you serious? Me being too quick and lazy just made me waste at least 30 minutes. Okay.
Surely it would come in handy at some point.
Surely it would come in handy at some point. Okay. I have wine and I have a crowbar. I'm gonna quickly cut to me making some caribou, and then going back to that old guy's house, giving him the caribou for the coat, and then going all the way back to the car shop and going to that secret place, and then that'll end this video. Perfect parking. Okay, let's make some caribou quickly. Hello, still empty? We're good. Oh, still a fire in here too. Nice. Okay, boom. Caribou has been created. Now, let's go get us...
Régin Blouin. Seems like that pig had a name after all.
That pig? Okay. A little rude, but how did I miss that before? Okay, now I've got caribou. Now I can go give it to the old guy. He'll give me the coat, and then I can more safely adventure to his secret lair. Hello, please don't shoot me. Are we cool? Oh. Yes, I do.
Ah, quand on cherche, on trouve. Parce que je t'aime bien, à cette heure, je vais te dire quelque chose. Tu fais bien de prendre ma pénis. Parce que par là-bas, tu vas rencontrer le vrai froid. Un froid qui glace comme t'en as jamais connu dans ta vie.
I kind of like this guy. Give me... Thank you. Okay, now I'm warm. Oh, please stop pointing that at my crotch. There we go. Now I'm toasty and warm. All right, final thing. I'm gonna go see if this guy has an alien captured. I'm not gonna freeze to death immediately now either. I could probably have gone back and checked that cave, but that'll have to be for another time. Break fence. Hello? This must be a missing texture. I don't know why that is that way. Oh god. What am I doing? I swear to god, if it's really aliens, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. Oh, there's another path up there. Secret project.
That
What?
large antenna in the middle of the path, undoubtedly ideal in attempting to communicate with little green men, was quite awkwardly placed.
It is.
There had to be a lever to control it, maybe behind it. Carl would have to figure out how to reach it.
Well, that's not that difficult to figure out. This is awesome. I would have loved this as a kid. If I had like a path like this through the hills. It keeps going too. Interesting. Parkour. Okay.
The electric terminals appeared to be linked together, but for what purpose?
This feels wrong. Is this a puzzle? Should I be clicking stuff? Probably shouldn't be doing this right now. Oh. Okay. I need to... some power to the blue cables on all of them, maybe? Maybe? That's just my immediate guess. That is wrong. Okay. Now I have to pay attention. Alright. This one is negative that I'm following. Okay, so this one needs to be negative. What is this?
Carl rejoiced at the unexpected source of heat.
Oh.
But not as much as his freezing hands.
Alright. Okay, hold on. That's positive, not negative. I swear that's... Okay. Now this one's negative. And that's this one. Okay. That's still not it? I mean, I think I have to do this opposite, right? So this one's... I should have left that there. This one says positive, and so I switch it to negative. I think that's how I would do it, right? That's the positive one. I switch that one to negative. And then this one's the negative one, so I set it to positive. But it's not... It's not doing anything. I don't know what else to do with these. It's like, it's... Huh? Why? What did that have to do with anything? Why did that work? I've just been switching these things around for like 20 minutes.
So that's where the generator key was hiding. All that was left was to use it.
Huh.
At last, so big an effort for an oh so tiny piece of metal.
Yeah, no kidding. I've been recording this for 2 hours now just because I missed a couple items. That's so embarrassing. Alright, I'm gonna go stick the key in the snowmobile, but that is gonna do it for this episode. Okay, let's stick the key in the snowmobile. Do I have everything else on me still? I imagine... Yes. Look at that. I imagine this will be very useful at some point. I'm not exactly sure for what right now, like where I would need to take it, because I've got my truck, but I guess it's not all on the roads, so I'll just pull it up here next to my truck for now. Okay. But that is going to do it for this episode. I now have a snowmobile, a working snowmobile. I killed a wolf, and so far it looks like I'm the main suspect of that murder, because I have pictures of the body, and I've touched the body, and I have the murder weapon on me. It does not look good, but hopefully I can do this in maybe 2 episodes. I'm not positive. I went a little longer on this one than I planned to, so maybe 2, maybe 3 episodes. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This is kind of a different style than I've played before, but I love detective dramas. I love detective shows and movies and books also. Like I said, I've read a ton of detective novels myself, so this is definitely a game that I'm kind of playing for myself, but I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Hope you guys are staying warm out there, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.